Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss 12th Computer Science Chapter 7 Python Functions. Okay, functions concept today we are going to discuss in this video. So part 1. Today learning objectives are: what is function, how to use that function in a Python program, okay, what are the types of functions we have, what is the advantages of function, how to pass the function arguments and parameters, how to calling the functions, and then final one, how to execute the function programs, okay, function variables. Okay, these concepts today we are going to discuss in this video itself. First one, functions means what? Functions called as a subroutines. Okay, so functions called as a subprograms or in a subroutines. Okay, already we discussed functions concept. Why we have to use this functions concept? Subdividing a programs to execute and find the result for easily. Okay, that purpose only we are using a function, as well as that a small block of code will be executed quickly. Okay, so that is the use of functions. That's why we are using a function concept. Function means what it is. Functions called as a subprograms or subroutines. Okay, functions are nothing but a group of related statements that perform a specific task. Okay, function, whenever we have to call a function, it will be performing in a specific task. Okay, one block of code only it will be executing. Okay, why sir? Whenever we have to calling any one function with the name, okay, particular that function name only we have to call. That function will be executed that particular block of task only. Okay, next one, a function are named blocks of code. Okay, one function is there means that will be considered as a one block of code. It will be denoted to execute one by one in a specific job. Okay, so the next one is the, so whenever we have to execute a particular task, okay, it will be defining in a function. Okay, it will be have to define a function with the name of the functions. Okay, so name of the functions way only we have to execute a particular task in a function. Otherwise we cannot calling the function and execute the function. With name of the function only we have to call and execute the particular task in the defining a function variable. Okay, next one, functions makes your programs to easier to write, okay, read, test and fix the errors. Okay, so in function itself we have to read and write and execute, and then finally finding the errors easily. Okay, so that is called as a functions. Next one, so one example for functions, real time example for functions. Here you have to see one class teacher is there, and then this side class leader is there. Okay, one class leader and then class teacher is there. So class teacher is assigned the task for class leader for every day. Okay, what job teacher is assigned? Okay, teacher assigned to class leader every day morning you have to attendance and find out and write the absentees name list. Every day morning you get ready for that absentees name in your note. Okay, that is the job of leader. Okay, teacher assigned that job for class leader. Class leader every day morning it will be preparing that absentees list in a notebook. Whenever teacher will call, that time that class leader will come and submit the task. Okay, so class leader complete that particular task and submit to the teacher. So not only for one time. Okay, whenever class teacher will calling the class leader, so class leader get that absent list and give to the class teacher. That class teacher how to call the class leader with the name of the class leader. So what is his name? So his name is Dina. Okay, so his name is Tina. So Tina, please bring a absentees list, means Tina, like that class teacher will call means definitely class leader will come and submit that task for absent list only. Okay, so here main program for class teacher. Here function is what it is, class leader only the function of that program. Okay, so main function is main program is who is the main program, class teacher is main program. Here function is who is that, class leader. Okay, now however class teacher will calling the class leader Tina, so Tina will submit the absentee list. Okay, so with name, okay, Tina, okay, with name only class teacher will calling a class leader. So this is the way to we have to executing the function. So function also like that only. Okay, with the name only main program will calling the function, with the name only main variable will calling the function, it will be executing and submitting the process, complete the particular task. Next one, advantages of a function. Okay, we have a two advantages. This is very important, 2 marks question. Okay, it avoids a repetition and makes high degree of code reusing. Okay, it will be avoiding a repetition in high degree of a code reusing. Okay, no need to write a same code for 2 or 3 times. Okay, whenever you have to using function, one time you have to write that code, you have to use that same code for multiple times in a program itself. Okay, reusability. Okay, reuse means what it is, reusability. You have to use the same function in same coding block in multiple times in that particular program itself. Whenever you need, that time you have to calling that function with the name. Okay, that particular name you have to execute a block of code. No need to you have to write one more time for that coding. Okay, why it is means maybe you have to write the same coding for next time means. Okay, so it will be increasing the size of the coding standard. Okay, structure of code will be increased, as well as your execution part will be going very slow. Okay, size of the program will be increased. Okay, that everything is difficult to execute a function. So we have to using a function, it will be very useful to reuse the same coding in multiple times. That is the main advantages for function. Next one, it provides a better modularity for your application. Okay, better modularity means we have to subdivide a programs, subdivide a modules to execute one by one, easy way to understand as well as execute a perfect answer, perfect result. And then we have to arrange the order to, we have to give the final program result. Okay, so we have to better way to, we have to modularity the sub problems. Okay, subdividing a programs to execute and finding the result. Okay, next one, types of functions. Okay, we have a 4 types of functions in a functions concept. What are that? User defined functions, built-in functions, lambda functions, recursion function. Okay, these 4 types we have in a functions. Okay, so what is the user defined function with the description? Okay, user defined functions, it is used to defined by the user themselves. Okay, user defined function means what it is, functions defined by the users themselves. That means user will create that function name. Okay, user will create own name for that function, that is called a user defined function. Okay, any name they have to use. Okay, user means who are, we are only the user. Okay, we have to create that user defined functions. Okay, so that's why we are saying that is called a user defined function. We have to give our name also in a function name. Okay, that is called a user defined function. Next one is the built-in function. Built-in function, function that are inbuilt within function. Okay, inbuilt within function means what it is, print function. Okay, print. Okay, that print statement, print function is default 1. Okay, we cannot to use that particular. Okay, next one is the lambda function. Okay, lambda function that are anonymous unnamed function. Okay, no need to give a name for function. We have to use that function without any name. Okay, unnamed function. Okay, this concept separately we have in a this topic itself. We have to discuss more that topics itself. Okay, next one is the recursion function that calls itself, known as recursive. Okay, function called itself means what? One function is there means that will be calling itself. Okay, so that function will call itself, that is called as a recursive function. Okay, that are all for types of functions. Okay, what are that? User defined function, built-in function, lambda function, recursion function. Okay, inbuilt function means already I told print function, that is called the inbuilt function. That print function is used to print the result of the statement. Okay, that's why we have to say that is the one of the example for built-in function. Next one is the defining a function. Okay, defining a function in a program. Okay, function blocks begin with keyword. Okay, function will start with some keyword. Okay, it will be start with some keyword. What is that? Def. Okay, def means defining. Okay, def means what it is? Defining. Okay, def is the keyword of a function. Okay, so def followed by function name and parenthesis. Okay, symbol will come. Okay, function how it is assigned in a defining in a function. Okay, keyword, def, function name and parenthesis. Okay, like that it will be assigning. Okay, next one, Python keywords should not be used as a function name. Okay, so we have a keywords also. Okay, that is a predefined keywords. Okay, that keywords not used in a function name. Okay, not to use in function name in a program. Okay, whenever we have to create a function name, okay, don't allow to use that keyword Python keywords in a function name. Okay, must you have to use some other name for program related names. Okay, that is easy way to we have to finding and using a function name in a program. Okay, that's why they are saying defining a function way to we have to execute a programs. Okay, we have some structures. Okay, how to defining a function keyword, def, function name and then parenthesis. Okay, like that only we have to defining a function. Okay, one example we have to say that syntax of defining a function. Already I told you. Okay, def. Okay, def is the defining. Okay, keyword, def is the keyword, function name. Okay, less than function name. So open and close bracket, inside of that parameter 1, parameter 2. Okay, so inside of that parameter 1, not only one or two parameters, you have to give multiple parameters. Okay, so you have to give multiple parameters from inside of that function name you have to use. Okay, next one, block of statements. Okay, block of statements, and block of statements means what it is? That coding. Okay, printing statements. Okay, input statements, like that. Okay, that everything we have to give in a block of statements. Next one, return. Okay, return a expression. Okay, return a expression or none. Okay, expression means return any value. Okay, for example, in block of statements you want to return anything from here means you have to use the expression from here to return a value from a function name. Okay, otherwise you have to return a none value. Okay, so this is the syntax of defining a function. Okay, def keyword, function name and then after parameters and parenthesis. Okay, so this is the way to we have to defining a function. Okay, next one is the one of the example they given. Okay, so def. Okay, one defining a function example they given. Def is the keyword, hello, parenthesis. Hello is the function name, parenthesis they use colon. Okay, so def is the keyword, hello is the function name. Okay, colon. Next statement, print hello Python, string will be there. Okay, they are printing the string. Okay, they are using indentation from after the function name. Why this indentation, this space? Okay, they are defining a block of code. Okay, so defining a block of code, that's why they are using a indentation from in front of print statement. Okay, so giving some space to they started. Okay, this is the block of code will start. Next statement, okay, return. Okay, so hello Python. Okay, this string will print. Next one, return nothing will be there. Okay, no expression. Okay, so none. Okay, nothing will be written from here. So now your result is what it is, hello Python. That is the result of this particular program. This is the way to we have to defining a function. Advantages of user defined function. We have some more advantages in a user defined function. What are that? Functions help us to divide a program into modules, modularity. Okay, so that functions will be divided in a sub programs. Okay, divide in a modules. Okay, different modules, big size of programs, it will be divided in a different size of modules. Okay, 5 modules are likewise in a your size of your programs. Okay, it will be dividing in a modules, subdividing in a programs to executing and finding the result easily. Okay, this makes the code easier to manage. Okay, so in one big size of program anyone will execute means, and anyone will writing means, that is not easy. It will be dividing, subdividing in a modules and subdivide programmers to execute. It will be easy to manage and execute a program. Next, second point, it implements code reusability. Okay, in function itself you written a code means a same code you have to use in a multiple times in a program itself. No need to write a one more time for that same code. Okay, same code you have to retype means, okay, it will be code size will be implement. Okay, code size will be elaborated more. Okay, that size of the coding structure will be increased. Okay, so our time also wasting from there itself. Okay, no need to write a same code for multiple times. You have to use one time you written a code means you have to use the same code in a multiple times. That is called as a reusability. Okay, that is a very important advantages for user defined function. Okay, so as well as we have some statements. Okay, as well as we have to calling the that particular function with the name. Okay, proper name. Okay, otherwise without any name we cannot access, we cannot call the function. Okay, whenever you have to call the function, same function multiple times you have to calling means definitely you use the same name. Okay, definitely use the perfect name, particular name to you have to calling the function, use the same block of code in multiple times. Third point, function allows us to change functionality easily, and different programmers can work on different functions. Okay, so different programmers means one programmer is already written a coding means we have to use the same coding for some other programmer also. Okay, the same function they have to use in a some other programmer also. Okay, that is not a any difficult, that is not a problem. Okay, a same programmer using the same function techniques. Okay, multiple programmers or different programmers can use a different functions, as well as they have to use the same functions also in a function programming itself. Okay, that is called the user defined function advantages. Next one is the calling a function. Okay, how to calling a function. Okay, how to calling a function with the name only. Okay, definitely we have to give a function name to we have to call. Okay, so how they are calling a function, one example they given here, just you have to see. Def is what is this, defining a function. Def is the keyword, hello. Okay, that is a function name, parenthesis colon, print statement is there, there inside of that string is there hello Python, that is the string. Next, return. Okay, nothing will be written here, none. Okay, so this is the program. Okay, how to call the function. Okay, this function we want to call now. Okay, how do you call hello. Okay, so after return we have to use the this statement hello. Okay, calling statement, this is okay, this hello is called as a calling statement. Okay, after return we have to use this hello, this will be calling this statement. Okay, this function. Okay, after calling this function, okay, going inside of that block of code, print hello Python. Okay, hello Python will print there. Okay, result will be hello Python. After that, return statement is there. Return none of the expression. Okay, nothing will be here. So program will be exit from return. Okay, so return itself, it will be exit a program. Okay, nothing will be written here, that's why it will be exit the programs and displaying the output hello Python. Okay, so this is the one of the way to we have to calling a function. Okay, so another way to we have to calling a function. Okay, so see here, print. Okay, after return we have to use print hello. Okay, inside of the print statement they given a function name. Okay, so it will be calling a function hello. Okay, hello function, where it is here. Okay, it will be calling from there. Okay, print hello Python. Okay, so hello Python will this string will print. After that, return is none. Okay, nothing will be written. So what is the result of this program? Hello Python, second line none. Okay, second line nothing will be written, so that's why it will be printing none. Okay, so if the return has no argument, none will be displayed as the last statement of the output. Okay, so in print statement they here it is there. Okay, so if the return has no argument, return itself we don't have any argument. Okay, so displaying output side, it will be displaying none. Okay, this word only displaying in a program itself. Okay, this is the way to we have to calling a function in a program. Next one is the passing parameters in function. Okay, how to pass the parameters. Okay, so how to calling the function name and passing the parameters and arguments. So parameters arguments or arguments can be passed to functions using some variables. Okay, parameters called as a variables. Okay, so it will be defining and various functions. Okay, parameters called as a variables, it will be defining a different functions. Okay, defining a different functions, so that arguments are the values we pass to the function parameters. Okay, how that arguments will be passed to the parameters or variables. Okay, that one we have to see. Okay, how to defining a function name, def keyword. See here that syntax we written here. Okay, def keyword, function name, parameters separated by comma. Okay, multiple parameters we have to use in this open and close parenthesis. Okay, inside of that we have to use multiple parameters. How to call these parameters? Okay, with the arguments. Okay, how to call these parameters with the arguments, we have to see that example next slide. Okay, the parameters placed in the parenthesis will be used by the function itself. Okay, so that parameters are how they are using with the parenthesis, it will be function itself only. Okay, that parenthesis will be there in a function itself only. Inside of that parenthesis we have to giving a parameters, multiple parameters. That parameters called as a variables. Okay, how they are defining, and then how that defining a function will be calling the arguments and passing the parameters in a function. Okay, see here one example they given for passing parameters in function. Okay, so see here, def function name, argument 1, argument 2, this is called as a parameters. Two variable, two parameters are there, argument 1, argument 2. Okay, function parameters, two parameters are there. Okay, inside of that block of code. Okay, block of code will come, and then after finally return expression. Okay, return a statement will come. Okay, this return statement is finally return a value and exit the program. Okay, this is called as a function definition. This block of code, this is called as a function definition. This argument 1, argument 2, this is the function parameters or variables. Okay, so next how we have to call the function, with the function name only we have to call function name, what it is, any function name you have to give hello. Okay, so here argument 1, argument 2, two arguments are there. Okay, this argument itself we have a value. Okay, we have a two values, argument 1 have some value, argument 2 also have some values. This arguments will calling a function. Okay, this arguments will calling a function, this argument passing the value to the function name. Okay, so it will be calling means where it will be going, this will be calling to here. This function will these arguments will be sorry, okay, these arguments will this function will calling from here. Okay, so this value argument 1 and argument 2, these values passing to these parameters argument 1 and argument 2. This argument 1 value will pass to this argument 1, this argument 2 values pass to this argument 2. This is the way to we have to calling a function and passing a parameters in function. Okay, so this is called as the parameters. Okay, these two parameters. Okay, this is argument 1, 2 is the parameters. In down itself function arguments, these are all for arguments. These arguments have two values, these two values calling from function name. Okay, it will be passing to parameters 1 and 2 and then executing the block of code. Okay, function definition will be execute, returning the statement and finally exit the program. This is the way to we have to passing parameter in function. Function arguments. Okay, we have a different function arguments. Okay, so arguments are used to call a function. Okay, what purpose we have to using arguments, it will be used to calling a function. Okay, so arguments means already you know that. Okay, this is called as arguments, this part is arguments, this part is parameters. What purpose we have to use arguments, argument is used to call a function name. Okay, we have different function arguments. What are that? Require arguments, keyword arguments, default arguments, variable length arguments. Okay, require arguments. First one is the require arguments. Require arguments are the arguments passed to a function correct positional order. Okay, so in arguments values maybe two values are there, means like that whenever we have to calling the parameters, there itself parameters variables also we have a two variables only. It will be calling first arguments, it will be calling a only first parameters variable. So second arguments will calling a second parameter variable and executing the block of the code. Okay, this is the order, that is the correct position to calling a function and executing the program. Okay, whenever calling the calling the arguments to function, it will be calling in a correct positional order. Here the number of arguments in the function call should match exactly with the function definition. Okay, so number of arguments maybe 3 arguments or 4 arguments values are there in a function calling time, it will be matching exactly with the function definition also. So in arguments are 3 means so that function definition itself parameters variables are at same 3 parameters or variables are in a function definition itself, otherwise it would be mismatching. Okay, parameters are 2, okay, values are 3, arguments are there means it will be not calling. Okay, it will be producing a error message from a program. So whenever we have to calling the function with the arguments, okay, same parameters or variables are there in a function definition, in a correct positional order only it will be calling and executing a program. One example we have to see in this require arguments. Okay, see here, so here require arguments, this is function definition, def keyword, def is the keyword, add is the function name. Okay, inside of that we have two parameters. Okay, a b. Okay, two parameters are, so in arguments two values is there. Okay, 2 3 like that we have two values are there, these two values. Okay, so whenever we have to calling a function with the name, function name only. Okay, add, this function name is here. Okay, so we have to calling this function, these two values will be passing to these variables a and b. Okay, a value is 2, b value is 3. Okay, next return a plus b. Okay, it will be adding a plus b, 2 plus 3 5. Okay, that value will be returned to the function. Okay, this is the order to executing the program. This is the require arguments, how many argument values is there, likewise parameters also same way. same thing only. Okay, two arguments values is there means two parameters only we have to defining in a function definition. Okay, it will be calling a calling parameters and executing the program and returning the statement. Okay, this is the order. Require arguments. Okay, எத்தனை arguments இருக்கோ likewise it will be including a parameters. Maybe 3 arguments are there means we have to declare the 3 variables or 3 parameters from a function definition. Okay, so require arguments, likewise that parameters will be declared in a function definition to execute. Okay, this is the require arguments. Next one is the keyword arguments. Okay, keyword arguments will invoke the function after the parameters are recognized by their parameters name. Okay, so that parameters name. Okay, we have to use some keywords from here itself. Okay, so we have to order also, we have to change and give that arguments values, you have to give order change also. Okay, change and give for that order also in a arguments value. It will be calling from the parameters with the keyword only we have to call. So that time it will be directly calling only for that particular parameters only. Okay, not changing any problem for parameter side. Okay, so whenever we have to calling the function with the keyword only we have to call. Okay, that order will be changing means no problem at all in this keyword arguments itself. Okay, so maybe that arguments value also mismatch or parameter name also it will be mismatched from a function definition itself. Okay, we can also put arguments in improper order, not in order. Okay, so arguments is not in order as well as parameters also not in order, but with the keyword only we have to call. So that time that keyword calling only for the particular parameters only. Okay, nothing is a problem for program side. Okay, so we have to see that example also. Okay, see here def print data. Okay, this is the function name. So here parameters name age, two parameters are there. See down itself we have to calling a function with the function name age equal to 25. Okay, so here age equal to 25, this is the argument values. Name equal to Shan. Okay, so see here first age irukku, but in parameters first name only there. Okay, so no problem for in keyword arguments. Okay, why it is means already we discussed in a definition itself that the arguments values and parameters are mismatched, otherwise change and there in a order. Okay, now that is not a problem in keyword arguments. Why it is means we have to use a keyword age. Okay, specifically we mentioned age equal to 25. So this age, this value will be passing from function, so that will be calling only the age parameter, age value, age variable only. Okay, so keyword that keyword only we have to calling from parameters, that's why. So no, not at all mismatched anything. Okay, so order will be change and give for an argument side and parameter side, nothing no problem in program. Okay, so why it is means we have to using a keyword in a argument side, so that's why it will be calling directly in a parameters correct way and executing a program. So here name, okay, that will be calling only for that name parameters only. Okay, Shan, so it will be passing from name parameters and executing a program. So example 3 keyword arguments, next statement print name. Okay, so name will be Shan, print age 25. Okay, so return statements nothing will be there. Okay, so the return statement nothing will be there, so none. Okay, finally none, that program will be exit and coming out of the screen. Okay, this is the way to we have to calling the keyword arguments. Keyword means which one, sir? Okay, in argument side we have to use that parameter name. Okay, this is the keyword age equal to 25, this is the keyword name equal to Shan, so this is the keyword. Okay, so here that order will be changed. Okay, name first, next age will be there. Okay, here age first, secondly only name is there. Okay, so with the keyword we have to calling the function. Okay, so that is not a problem. Okay, so why it is means we have to calling with the keyword arguments. Okay, so it will be calling a perfect parameters and executing a program. Next one, default arguments. Okay, default arguments means in argument side we didn't give any value. Okay, no value we have to pass means, okay, no value we have to no value to we have to calling a function means, that time it will be taking a default arguments, default value it will be taking. Okay, what is that? We have to see that example also. In Python, the default argument is an argument that takes a default value if no value is provided in the function call. Whenever we have to calling the function, that time no values are there in the arguments, that time, okay, it will be taking a default value. Okay, so see here example, def is the keyword, print info, this is the function name salary equal to 3500. Okay, these two parameters are there. Okay, in function definition itself we have two parameters. See here, whenever calling function, so print info, okay, this is the function name. Okay, we have to calling this function now. Okay, so here only one arguments only there. What is that? Money. Okay, only one argument value only there. So that money, that argument value will be passing to parameters that will be calling to the function. So that name will be what it is, money. Okay, salary, already defaultly they given a salary 3500. Okay, this is called as a default arguments. Already parameters itself they given a salary 3500. So default arguments it will be taking. Now default argument itself, salary is the default argument. Why it is means argument side they didn't declare the salary arguments. Okay, that's why parameters are taking that default value and passing to the print statement. It will be printing name for money, salary for 3500. Okay, this is the default arguments. Whenever calling the function, okay, we didn't pass any value for the parameters means it will be taking the default values. Okay, that is called the default arguments. Next one is the variable length arguments. Okay, variable length arguments can be used to pass more arguments. Okay, so these are not specified in the function definition. Okay, so we have to use an argument side more values, for example 4 or 5. Okay, so in function definition itself we have to use only for 3 parameters means we have to declare more parameters or more variables. Okay, so that is not specified in a function definition means we have to declare more. Okay, how much arguments are there, likewise we have to declare in a function definition itself. So third point, an asterisk. Okay, that simply is used to define such arguments. Okay, so maybe sometimes we have to use this asterisk symbol from in parameters. Okay, so that time we have to use multiple arguments calling from function definition and executing the program. Okay, and print function is an example which support variable length arguments. Okay, in print statement itself we have to understand. Okay, that is the one of the example to we have to find the variable length arguments. Okay, how many variable are there in parameters, likewise our arguments also it will be there. Okay, more arguments we have to given means we have to pass that we have to calling that function and executing that function in proper way. Okay, one of the example we have to see, maybe you understand that. Okay, see here in down itself, def is the keyword, sum is the function name, x, y, z. Okay, here 3 parameters only there. Okay, so whenever we have to calling sum function, here arguments are what is that, 5 arguments is there. Okay, so 1 2 3 5 10 15 20 25, 5 arguments are there. Okay, but parameters only 3 parameters only there. Now we have to calling this calling a function. Okay, sum function, calling this sum function. So here 3 parameters only there, but here arguments are 5 argument values there. So whenever we have to calling this function, okay, that time execution time, it will be producing a error message. Why it is means we have a 5 argument values, but in parameters we have only 3 parameters. Okay, so that's why it will be displaying a error message in a program. Okay, this is the one of the example for variable length arguments. So here only we have to use a 3 arguments, means easily we have to calling the function and execute that. Okay, but here more arguments are there, less than less parameters are there, means it will be not executed. Okay, so same. Okay, 3 arguments and 3 parameters only there, means it will be executing. More arguments are there, means that is not execute. Okay, it will be producing a error message. Okay, this is the variable length arguments. Maybe you have to declare the 2 more variable, means you have to calling the arguments from a function and executing one by one. Okay, that is the way. Okay, otherwise not possible to execute a program. Okay, this is the one of the example for variable length arguments. Okay, how many variable length is there, we have to define first, then after we have to declare argument values and executing the and we have to calling the function and executing the program. Next one, anonymous functions. Okay, anonymous function means what it is. One of the example I have to say, anonymous means anonymous call. Okay, in our mobile phone itself, anonymous call. Okay, that means unnamed call. Okay, that is called the anonymous call. Okay, so in Python, anonymous function is the function that is defined without a name. Okay, without a name. Okay, we have to calling a function, defining a function, means that is called as a anonymous function. Okay, without any name. Okay, so in our mobile phone itself, already I told you, no, anonymous call. Okay, unnamed call. Okay, so names not displayed in a calling call time, means that is called the unnamed call. Okay, that is that name is a anonymous function. Okay, while normal function are defined using the keyword, in Python anonymous function are defined using the lambda keyword. Okay, in anonymous function means already I told you, without a name, function name is not there, not defined in a program. Okay, that is called as anonymous function. That time we have to use a keyword. What is that keyword? Lambda. Okay, so before itself, how we have to use the function name? Def keyword and then function name parenthesis. Okay, that is the syntax. But in anonymous function we have to use a lambda keyword, we have to use, and then after, without any name of the function, we have to executing the program. Okay, we have to see that syntax and proper way to we have to executing the program. Okay, third one, hence anonymous function are also called as a lambda function. This anonymous function is called as a lambda function. Okay, see here that syntax. So we have to use the keyword lambda. Okay, anonymous function means we have to use the lambda keyword, directly go for arguments. Okay, we have to declare the multiple arguments from here also. Okay, colon expression. Okay, colon expression we have to give from here itself. Okay, that is also possible in a anonymous function. Okay, anonymous function means without a name. Okay, without a name in a defining in function. Okay, that time we have to use the keyword only. What is the keyword? Lambda. Okay, so that lambda function called as a anonymous function. Okay, that syntax is this is. Okay, next one is the use of lambda function. Okay, so lambda function is mostly used for creating a small and one-time anonymous function. Okay, this anonymous function only using in a single line code. Okay, a small code or a small function itself, we have to use this lambda function. Okay, or anonymous function. Okay, so why it is means, before creating a function we have to use the lambda keyword and parameters, and then after we have to executing that particular one line or small line code of execution. Okay, so that is the very important one. Next one, lambda function are mainly used in combination with the some more functions like that filter, map and reduce. Okay, this function itself we have to use the lambda functions. Okay, this is the combination of the lambda functions. Okay, lambda function can take any number of arguments. Okay, it will be taking any number of arguments. Okay, multiple arguments it will be taking. Okay, lambda function itself, we have to use a lambda. Okay, arguments, it will be taking multiple arguments but return only one value. Okay, so other functions like that, lambda function also taking a number of arguments but return only one value. Okay, so one expression only it will be written. Okay, that is the main part of a lambda function. Okay, lambda function, fourth one, lambda function can only access global variables and variable in its parameter list. Okay, so lambda function it will be executing only, okay, can only access the global variables, okay, and parameter list. Okay, now parameter list, what are the global variables are there in a lambda function, that only it will be executing. Okay, so this is the lambda function or anonymous function. Okay, that is the unnamed function, we have to say simply. Okay, so no need to give a function name. Okay, we have to use the lambda keyword and arguments and executing the program. Okay, small size of our 1 or 2 lines code means we have to use the lambda function and executing the program. Return statement. Okay, so return statement means what purpose we have to use the return statement? Final stage of the program. Okay, final line for this program we have to use a return statement, that is used to exit a program. Okay, otherwise we have to call the return value. Okay, we have to give a return value to calling the function and executing. Okay, so we have to return something from an input side. Okay, so it will be taking inputs and returning the some values from the program and executing. Okay, so that is the use of return statement. Return statement is used to exit the program, otherwise return the value to calling the function. Okay, so that is the use of return statement. Second point, the return statement is used to when a function is ready to return a value to its caller. So when you return a return statement is used to function is ready to return a value, it will be called to the function and executing. So only one return statement is executed at a runtime, even though the function contains multiple return statements. Okay, so in the statement itself we have a multiple return statement means, okay, it will be executing for any one return statement only. Okay, so it will be executing only for any one return statement. For example, true means it will be return one statement. Okay, false means it will be written another return statement. Okay, anything one return statement only executing. Okay, maybe in a program itself 2 or 3 return statement is there means it would be returning only one return statement only. It will be executing only one return statement. Okay, fourth one, any number of return statements are allowed in a function definition, but only one of them is executed at runtime. Okay, already I told you in beginner itself. Okay, in execution time any one return statement only executing, but we have to use multiple return statement in a program, but in execution time, in runtime, it will be executing in only one return statement. Okay, maybe values there means it will be written a value, so no values means it will be it will be displaying a none. Okay, it will be printing a result in none. Next one, syntax of return statement. Okay, see here, return expression list. Okay, return expression list means expression list itself we have any value. Okay, in program itself anything you want to return means that expression will be coming from here and returning that. Okay, so expression list is not there means it will be written a none. Okay, none object. Okay, that only they are explaining in down itself. The statement can contain expression which gets evaluated and the value is returned. Okay, so return expression anything is there means it will be return a value. Okay, so if there is no expression in the statement or the return statement itself is not present inside a function, then the function will return the none object. Okay, nothing will be there in a return means it will be displaying a none object. Thank you students, have a nice day.